go to the direct. Okay.
Now we can talk about the direct.
For the direct, look, there's a lot in this direct. Let's just pick the things that we saw. I don't know if we want to start from the beginning, but what are some things in this direct that stood out for you? I don't know how many things that is, but just start with the one that you most see.
Like I would say like 4. I want to say 4. I think about 4 for me.
Okay, there's probably overlap, so let's start with your first.
So it's Fire Emblem, Octopath, Octopath 2,
sure.
Theater Rhythm, and the Danganronpa. Like, it's not Danganronpa, but it's the game from the Danganronpa team.
Okay, so one of them for sure is an overlap. Octopath Traveler 2, obviously, I was thinking about. Let's talk about Fire Emblem first. Let's just start with Fire Emblem. Skip all the farming games. No, I have something to say for Harvestella.
There were that was the other thing. This direct was like JRPGs and farming games, and because there was Zelda at the end, and there was the section on Pikmin, and like that's the whole direct.
The lifestyle games are extremely popular right now. Like Stardew Valley, obviously being the forefront of that, but like think about Animal Crossing 2. It's just like lifestyle games are so freaking popular. So it's not a surprise you're going to see tons of those. And like maybe Stardew Valley or the newest one that's being made for that, Chocolate Mansion or whatever it's called. The Animal Crossing, obviously. You may see like 4 total games in the lifestyle genre kind of come out on top for that. Okay, let's talk about Fire Emblem. So
the first thing to say about Fire Emblem before we go anywhere else is
go ahead.
The leaks were real. The leaks were freaking real. I don't remember if we talked about them on the podcast. We probably did, but this red and blue colored hair avatar, as well as a few the Jagan character I think was shown, as well as the My Base was shown in a couple leaked screenshots like a number of months ago, and I said I thought they were fake. A lot of people thought they were fake, and nope, it was real. That it's this game. So,
sure.
Yeah.
The main characters, the red and blue hair, aka toothpaste colored hair.
Yeah. AKA Toothpaste Kun or Colgate-chan.
Colgate-chan is pretty good. Colgate-chan was the winner of this direct for me.
Yeah. Colgate-chan.
I was like, really? Red and blue is an interesting color choice for that. But okay. So the story of this that we got is heroes of the past stopped a big bad dragon. While the dragon slept quietly in defeat, oh no! A terrifying villain straight out of a ridiculous comic book. Like, can we just... Why do villains in these games have to look comedically evil? Where's the villain? It's like...
Yeah.
Absolutely... like, are you kidding? Like, it's just like, what's going on with this? It's like, oh my god. Like, comically evil guy here wants to bring the dragon back with his third eye. And it's up to Colgate-chan. It's up to Colgate-chan and a ragback team of characters who are probably teenagers to stop the new dragon. And by the way, we can use rings to summon heroes of the past. So there's that. Spoon, what do you think of Fire Emblem Heroes 2 Fire Emblem Engage?
Yeah. So I guess we didn't get much on the story, but you did mention it, so we'll talk about it real quick. I hope they do more with the story than that, because
the story sounds terrible.
It is the most generic sounding story. Like, it's basically Fire Emblem 1 all over again, or like any generic Fire Emblem story. Yeah, let's just... Evil dragon. Oh, the evil dragon was sealed away. Oh, he's coming back. We gotta stop the evil dragon from coming back. That's like every Fire Emblem story. Can we do something else? Come on. Can we do better?
This is a really lazy story start. It better change. This is really lazy. When I saw this trailer and they started with like Dragon was defeated, I'm shaking my head now. We're done with Dragon. I don't want to hear any more about a dragon being defeated, which is the reason why we're in this trouble. Like, are you
sealed away? It's always sealed away. They couldn't actually kill it. They had to seal it away.
Think about it this way. That's the same story as Skyrim. That's the same fucking story.
It's also the same. It's the same story as the very first Fire Emblem, Emblem 1. Like,
I'm just gonna make a point and say this: you should not copy Skyrim's story right now.
No,
nobody should. It's not very good. So why are you copying it? And like, why are you copying a story from your first game? This is this better have more for the story. This is a step back for me. Like, this feels like a step back.
I agree with you on that. The story aspect of this trailer was not impressive and is borderline scary, because it's just like, you can do better than this. Like, Fire Emblem never has like the best story out there, but like Three Houses was pretty good from the story.
Three Houses was pretty good. Three Houses was pretty good. It was intriguing.
Like, from a story perspective, I think my two favorite Fire Emblem games, story only, would be Three Houses and Awakening. Those two have like pretty good stories. And then probably after that, Radiant Dawn. Radiant Dawn is good too.
The Three Houses does have an intriguing narrative. It's intriguing.
Yeah.
At the very least, like, whatever else you want to say about it, it's intriguing. This game's narrative being like, oh no, dragons coming back after we defeat
evil. Yeah.
Massive disappointment from me.
Yeah, no. That side of it is disappointing and not good. I think the game graphically looks better than Three Houses, so I was happy with that.
I agree.
I think the game looks pretty good. I don't know if they're still using the same Warriors engine, but if they are, they've done a better job with it. It just looks kind of more colorful and more bright, and just stuff looks better than it did in Three Houses. So I like the graphics. I don't know how I feel about the design of Colgate-chan. It's a weird choice. It's a weird choice. Like, if it was a darker shade of red and blue, it might work a little better. But like the bright red with the like bright blue, it's just weird, man. Like,
they partnered with Colgate. This is a promotion game.
And actually, apparently, I saw the character designer from this game, or at least the artist. I don't know if there's actually the character designer, but the artist for this game is like someone who makes like VTubers. He's like a VTuber artist.
Oh, interesting.
So you can kind of see the influence a little bit with Colgate-chan there. So
Colgate-chan, I think, is a little bit too. I don't know. I don't think there's a good way to say this, so I'm just gonna say it. He's too JRPG. He's too anime.
He's a little too
like
anime,
like for me, I look at it like this. It is a strategy game with anime influence, right? Obviously.
Yep.
Look at Marth. Marth looks like a fantasy medieval character to me. I could see that.
Yep.
The way it's. This dude does not. This person on the left looks ridiculous to me. It's too ridiculous. It's you're going too far in the side. Like, I think his clothes are fine. To be fair, I think the clothes are fine. Looks like a royal. Looks like a king, like a prince or something. But like this is too much. Like the hair and like the eyes are different colors. Like it's too much for me.
I have a feeling the two different colored hair is gonna have it's gonna have some sort of story significance. There's gonna be a reason for it. I don't think that's just gonna be like that.
Oh God,
because they decided it was that.
There will be, but I think it's too much. If it's a story reason, I guess it's obviously it's fine. But like, this is too anime for me with the hair and the eyes and everything. It's like, okay, this is a medieval game. There's some medieval fantasy here, and we got Colgate coming in. What do you think of the gimmick? This gimmick of you have a ring that each ring calls a hero from the past as like an assist character.
I think it's interesting. I think I've liked I think I like their implementation of it better than like when we heard about it from the leak, because the leak said like you were just able to summon heroes from past games. But when they showed it in this, it's like they're not units on the field. They become like your pair up. You equip
They're a
the
pair-up.
ring on a unit, and they become a pair up. And it looks like there's some from the trailer. There's some like special attacks you can do with them, and you can do the fusion. You can do like a fusion thing for like a super as
Yeah.
well with them. So I think the implementation is pretty cool. It does really feel like with this game that they are trying to draw the heroes crowd into the main line. That's what I feel like they're going for with this game, because I think Heroes is really popular and they're trying to get the Heroes crowd to buy into the mainline series a little more.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure how successful that will be, to be honest, but I feel like that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it would definitely make sense. To me, I'm not really like wowed by this at all. To say it. It's fine. But to me, like, this as like a possible game addition for this specific game, like yeah, okay. It's a you summon a character from the past to assist you, and it just so happens that they're characters from other Fire Emblem games. It doesn't wow me much, but you know what? If the narrative improves from, oh no, there's a dragon, and if some things are explained, like, that changes obviously, and like this just becomes then just a feature in the game that's just only really a part of it for specifically fights. My sense is though it's going to be more than that, and that's where I'm curious to see where that goes.
Yeah, I do hope that the summoned characters play a very minimal part of the story. Maybe they're there here and there to give you some words of wisdom or like encouraging type words, but you know, we've played those games before, like we've seen those heroes, like I'm here for the new story, the new band of characters, and like what's going on with that.
Right.
I don't want Marth to be the main character of this game, as much as I may not love the design of Colgate-chan. Like, I've seen Marth's story already. I don't want to see Marth again. I want Colgate-chan's story. Like,
Right.
And yeah. So
I don't know if they'll do that or not. I really don't. I think the rings will have some obviously story significance. It seems like the villain had a ring. So
yeah.
Maybe
think
the ring is the dragon.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think they will have a story significance. I mean, it would be interesting if, like, you know, there were some of the villains were summoning heroes, like some of the older villains, or maybe even some of them summon some of the heroes, and you have to
you have to free them. Yeah,
you have to free them and get them back. So that could be part of it too.
Could be part of it. But it's still, like, I don't know. I do hope that they don't put too much influence into the characters from the past section, and it should still be the focus is on the characters of the present in this case. So that's what works well. But I can see how, like, to your point, Fire Emblem Heroes is successful. Let's try and pull some crowd from that, and this would be a way to do it. Like, you collect rings. It's a gacha game. You gotta collect the rings. You know, you collect your rings, and
I hope there's no actual gacha in the game.
No, there shouldn't be. Just so you gotta collect your rings to get your characters that you want.
This does put in like endless possibilities for like DLC in this game. For like they can add so many freaking characters to this game.
Correct.
Like, as DLC.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So that's another side of it. It's like, oh, this DLC's got 4 more rings and some more quests.
Yeah, and maybe they're seeing this game as a more of a long running thing where they're gonna have like multiple DLCs / expansions for the game where they add more characters and like more story to the game, and they just like add on to it, and you have to buy a bunch of like $30-$40 like expansion packs and stuff like that. So that's definitely a possibility with this game.
Yeah, who knows? It'll be interesting to see what they do, but Looks like there was a base in the game. You had like a base.
Yeah.
Where was it? There was like a base section. I don't remember where it is.
Yeah, it's near the end of it, but yeah, or maybe it's in the middle somewhere. I don't remember.
Oh, here it is. Here's one section. Like you have a base, and the base grows as you get more characters and things like that. They're bringing that base back. Oh, there was some dress up. Hold up. I completely missed that before. Okay, I'm in. Pre-ordering it now. We can dress the characters up. I'm in. Can we get a silly outfit?
I mean, there's going to be swimsuit. There's going to be swimsuits.
I'm in. I'm in. How much? How much? I'll pay 100. Give me the swimsuits.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Look at that. There's the. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's fancy. Let's touch our tips.
Let us gingerly touch our tips.
And there's our combined form. Nice.
Yep.
I think that's got to be another one, right? That's probably it was Alfred and Sigurd.
Yeah,
okay.
That one's Alfred and Sigurd. Yeah.
Here's a combination. Okay, so basically it's not just the main character that can do this. Other characters can use the rings. Yeah. So that's another thing. That it does open up interesting combination possibilities too.
Yeah.
So I will say to its credit that could be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think the idea of like mixing and matching characters with the different rings looks like you get different skills and like it changes your stats in some way when you equip them. So I think like from a gameplay perspective, it's a cool idea in terms of like the customization and stuff like that. But I just hope they don't affect the story. They don't affect the story all that much. So that obviously remains to be seen.
So anyway,
but yeah, I mean, I think it's a Fire Emblem game. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna play it. I like the graphics. I think the ring/engage mechanic is interesting from a gameplay perspective, a little bit scary from a story perspective.
Right.
And then story aspect of what we saw in this was
major
garbage.
Concern. Concerns.
So hopefully it's a lot better than that.
Right. Major concern for me is the story. Lull Dragon is not a story. It's not. We need more than Lull Dragon. There will be. I know there will be. But Lull Dragon as the main story is not the best for me. We already had that.
Oh, the one other thing that I'll mention real quick is they have a line in the trailer. They say that Colgate-chan is has been asleep for 1,000 years or something.
Oh, that's right. God,
and is the descent and is like the descendant of a divine dragon or something like that. And like, man, there's gonna be so much avatar worship, and I freaking hate the avatar worship in this games where they just suck you off incessantly, and it's just like, can we stop? Like, the other characters are cool and important too. We don't have to suck off the avatar the entire game. Like
you've been sleeping for thousands of years. You're a divine dragon. It's like, oh, can't we just be random Joe? I want to be a random Joe for a game and just be like not a divine dragon, just be a random person that has to take up arms and just happens to learn quickly and be good at it. Why can't I be that instead of you're a divine dragon? You're a descendant of the gods. There's a dragon in your mind. There's a god in your mind. It's like, okay, can I just be a random guy once? And it's like, no, you're just a random person. It just so happens that there's a war and you gotta pick a side and fight the good fight, and you happen to rise the ranks and learn, and that's too easy though.
And I also hope that they tone down the base aspect a little bit. Like, while I enjoyed the monastery and Three Houses, it did get boring after a while, and you spent a lot of time in the monastery in that game. Like, they could tone down the amount of time, especially like with fishing. If you wanted to up your professor level and earn money in Three Houses, you had to do a lot of fishing, and it's like, you can just tone that down a little bit.
I think that'll be toned down here. I mean, like, that served a purpose for the story as for one thing too, but I hope we tone down the quote-unquote professor level aspects. That shouldn't be here, obviously. But that kind of thing, I think, needs to be toned down a little bit. It was like you spent so much time. It was a lot to take in. And while it wasn't horrible, it wasn't horrible by any sense at all. The implementation of it was fine. It was just lengthy. So I think that would be nice to tone it down. I agree with you.
So yeah, I mean, I think just to sum up, I think from a gameplay perspective, I think this game has potential. I think it shows some promise with some of the mechanics they're showing, but as we said, the story side of things is looking a little concerning so far. So
Okay.
yeah. And the game comes out in 4 months in January, so that was kind of surprising as well that it was, kind of right there.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to skip over and go to Octopath here. We're just going to go in a straight line. Let me see if I missed anything that would have happened to been on your radar. I don't think so. I'm looking, just making sure.
Yeah, I mean, there's the Xenoblade DLC. We don't need to talk about that, but they're just a quick
They're talking about the
there.
DLC, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Octopath Traveler 2 is in here. Again, similar concept. You have a party of you'll eventually find and get this party of characters together, and it's going to be 8 characters, as the name suggests here. And the previous game was this way. Did they mention at all if it's the same universe or is it a different one?
They said it's the same world, I think, but it's like they said a different era, and it looks like it's vastly in the future because there were like trains in the trailers.
That
so
makes
it's
sense.
Like the same world, but kind of way in the future, I think.
That would definitely make sense from what I'm seeing. The thief, and then they're showing off all the various characters, similar to the last game. You have all these characters.
Also, the thief is Booba.
I did notice that. Where was the thief here? There's the thief. Mm-hmm. So, I think conceptually, outside of the setting here being in the future, things like that, the concept from Octopath 1 to 2 is carrying over here. You're going to put together a band of characters. Style of the game looks the same. I imagine not much else will change. Maybe there'll be some improvements. There'll definitely be some possible mechanics changes. But like overall, this looks very much what I would have expected from a sequel to the game of Octopath 1.
One of the things like they do mention in the trailer, they say like intertwining stories, so that like, which was one of the major complaints with the first game, where like the stories were all separated and
Correct.
the party didn't really feel like a party. So hopefully with that, they'll do a better job of mingling the characters together a little more and make them feel more like a party as opposed to like 8 in completely separate stories.
Right. And we get a release date here of February 24th, 2023. Yep. You know what's funny? I still haven't finished the first game, though I really do want to. Actually, that will line up perfectly. I'll be out of school. I will have time to actually commit to that. I haven't even beaten it. No, I've been just kind of sitting around with it. But it's on. Like I said,
I technically never beat it either. I didn't beat the final.
There's a final
boss. I didn't. I gave up on that. I tried it once and like I got to the final boss and just got murked, and I was like, and you have to like refight all these. It's a pain.
It's a gauntlet. It's a pain of a gauntlet. Yeah, I do want to play it. I just like I said, I haven't finished it. But I'll get to it eventually. I'm getting through some of my stuff, but school is making things take longer again.
Obviously.
Someday. Someday. It takes like 30 minutes to get past the mini boss. Oh god. It's a long time. But yeah, I think this had good reception. So second game would be great. It's Switch to start with, I imagine, that exclusivity. I'm guessing it'll get ported after like 6 months to a year. Is probably what'll happen.
Yeah, probably.
So, Spoon, are you excited for Octopath Traveler 2?
Yeah, of course. I love the first Octopath. And I guess I shouldn't have been surprised, but I was kind of surprised when I saw this in the direct. I wasn't expecting it. I don't know. I just wasn't expecting it, and I kind of like when I saw it and like heard the music a little bit, I was like, damn, all right, Octopath 2, I'm in.
What was the other game?
Theater Rhythm.
Theater Rhythm, here it is. Okay, what about this one, Spoon? Caught your interest?
I mean, I mean, this is just a fun like Final Fantasy music, like rhythm game, basically.
Got it.
There was a theater rhythm on the DS. It's similar. This one's just on the Switch. Um, it's just a Final Fantasy rhythm game, and they said there's going to be DLC that includes music from other series like Nier and Octopath and Live Alive and other stuff. So if you're into rhythm games, it'll be cool. This one's coming out in February as well. I think the week before Octopath.
Yep, 16th.
So yeah,
it shows in a second. 16th. There you go. Okay. What else is in here that I'm just going through? They talked about the Nintendo Switch expansion.
Oh, apparently Octopath 2 is coming out on all the platforms simultaneously.
Oh,
no Switch exclusivity. So that'll be a PC for me. Thank you.
Yeah, that's nice. Let's see, Switch. So this is a Switch expansion here. More 64 games that are probably extremely poorly emulated. So
Mario Parties.
It's like 3. It's like 3 games, and then. Okay, Pokemon Stadium. Pokemon Stadium and Stadium 2 are interesting. Because, like, part of that game was you used your GBA games. Or not GBA, sorry, your Game Boy games for that.
Yeah.
I don't know, that'll be interesting. What else? I'm going through the list here.
GoldenEye was the end of that.
Oh, GoldenEye. Here we go.
Which...
that's gonna put some people on the Nintendo Online.
Yeah, it will. That game is nostalgia though. Like, man, that game aged like milk. Like, it's not good. It's really not.
But it's GoldenEye.
But it's GoldenEye. It's the kind of the birth of the multiplayer FPS. So there you go.
Mario Strikers second update. My comment to this is more stuff that should have been there on release.
Yep.
Let's see. Mario Deluxe. This is the Wave 3 Golf update. Golf got delayed, which pisses me off because this is the mode I actually want to play in this for Switch Sports. This makes me very angry. I want you to know how angry I am that this is getting delayed. I was looking forward to this for the fall, but now I have to wait. Holiday 2022. I don't know when that is. December 31st. So, and here's probably telling us, sorry, we got it delayed. Yeah, I'm sure you are, you jerk.
Insane.
Pikmin. Here's some Pikmin stuff. I know you didn't mention Pikmin as one of yours.
Yeah, I mean, Pikmin is like, the Pikmin 4 was a nothing burger. Like, it's coming out probably at the end of next year, so we don't know enough. Pikmin's cool, but whatever. Like,
but Pikmin, people have been asking for this. Okay, I gotta talk about Harvestella. This game's pissing me off. I was interested. I'm out now. This is a lifestyle game. Like, got some farming simulators, and you know what they did? At first, I thought, okay, this is just going to be a Final Fantasy farming simulator with a little bit of combat. Nope. It's a Final Fantasy-esque farming game where you just happen to have to save the world. That pisses me off. That's not a lifestyle game anymore. That's not what I would consider lifestyle anymore. Like, you farm, okay. Look, here's some farming. But then there's like this cataclysm of good event, and they're like, you have to travel the world and save it. I'm out. I completely lost interest after watching this trailer.
I mean,
I completely lost interest. Spoon. It was like I was interested in playing this, and as soon as I saw this trailer, I'm out. Immediately out. This is not a lifestyle game. Just call it an RPG. Just call it an RPG now.
This is a JRPG with a little farming on top.
Yeah, and but they're saying it's a lifestyle game. And I'm like, no, it's not. JRPG. Just call it what it is. It's not a farming game. It's not a lifestyle game. None of that. It's just a JRPG, and you're trying to put some lifestyle elements of it. I'm completely off put by this because I want to do the lifestyle stuff. I don't want to play a JRPG for this. Like, I just want to do this. If you're gonna make it a lifestyle game, make it a lifestyle game. Just focus it on that. That doesn't mean there isn't like combat. You can still have like some combat and RPG stuff in it, but
don't make a world-spanning
don't
adventure.
make a world-spanning adventure and a cataclysmic event. Oh God, I don't care. It doesn't have to have that. Like it just doesn't have to. Stardew Valley. Here's Stardew Valley's event. We have to rebuild the community center. That's like one of the quests. It's just like rebuild the community center. That's it. That's a lifestyle game to me. It's a simple quest to fix up the town, basically. Fix up the town's community center. That's like one of them. That is a lifestyle quest to me because it's simple, it's compact, it makes sense to me. This is not. Don't call it a lifestyle game. I'm out. This is a JRPG. And the fact that they're putting this as a lifestyle game, it's making me mad now. This is not a lifestyle game at all. It's a JRPG where you can farm a little. Makes no sense to me. Oh my God. Yeah, like, look at the robot. What is Are you serious? Like, who what? Why are there guns and robots? This is not a lifestyle game. Why would they call it that at all? So I'm out. I'm just out. I'm sorry, Spoon. Yeah. I had to rant about this. This pissed me off. I think
Ghost comment in chat is pretty apt. It's an RPG with lifestyle elements. Puts me off because I don't want to farm. Puts off people who just like farming because they don't want the RPG.
Like, exactly. What? This is so stupid.
I don't know who this is catering to. It's
I don't know.
Someone who wants a little bit of both, but like,
I don't know who it's for.
Yeah, I'm with Ghost on this because I'm an RPG fan and I don't care about the farming, so I don't want to play this because I don't want to do the farming. Like,
I'm out.
And if you just want the farming, you don't want the world saving RPGs. So lol.
It's not. Yeah, I don't know who it's for.
It's like Square's trying to dive into this, lifestyle craze right now, and they have to put their spin on it. So
which they don't. You don't actually. That's the thing. You don't have to. You can put a little bit, but like as soon as I saw the robot there too, I just can't. Are you serious? What's with the guns and giant robot fights? What are you doing? Anyway, Bayonetta 3. There's some information on Bayonetta 3. What else did we have here? Resident Evil cloud versions. I just want to say Omega Lol, the cloud versions of these games.
Yeah. The other game that I was interested in was the one right before that, the Rain. Rain.
Got it.
Or whatever the heck that was called.
Oh, this is the one that you said was from the makers of.
It's from Danganronpa. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my. I'm sorry. I'll keep going, but I'm so tired of that. Yeah. I'm now just tired of characters doing that. It's used too much. It's used way too much. It's like you don't have to have the character that's like fuck. All right, so the look, if it's made from the creators of Danganronpa, I'm just gonna assume it's gonna play the same way.
I mean, it's a different, you don't have the school murdering class trial thing, but it looks like you're going to be solving mysteries in a similar fashion. And
right.
The mini games within the mystery solving look similar to Danganronpa, and the art style of the game, like the character design, is really similar. The main character looks really similar to, the first main character from Danganronpa 1. So
I see. Oh, nice. I love look at that. That's nice. I love the tongue here. Love that. Kind of interesting. It's an interesting looking game. Okay. Available spring 2023. There you go, Spoon.
Yeah. I think it looks cool, but, I've played all 3 of the Danganronpa games and enjoyed them. So, if you're a fan of those, or like sort of puzzle mystery solving games with a little bit of a weird anime twist to it, maybe worth checking out. I think it looks cool.
Let's Sifu, yup. Crisis Core.
Oh, Can we talk about Tales of Symphonia Remaster for just a minute?
Yeah, of course. I figured you'd want to say something. Is there something wrong with it, or is it good?
There's nothing wrong with it, I would say, but it just feels like such a shameless cash grab to me.
Because it is.
Like,
it is a cash grab. They're trying to make money. They're trying to make some extra bucks.
It's like they already remastered Tales of Symphonia once on PS3, and the game's already on Steam, and now they're just like, yeah, we'll just do it again on Switch and Xbox and PS5.
Yeah, exactly. Look, people want to play this, Spoon.
And I'm over here. I'm sitting over here like, but can we get Abyss? Can you redo Abyss? People like that game too.
Nope. Nobody likes that. Let's get Symphonia. We need to remaster it for the
fifth time.
App Store. We need it on the Google App Store. We need it on my phone. I need it on my smart devices. I need it in my car. Why isn't it in my car? Huh? Where is it in my car?
I get it, and I'm sure this will make Bamco a lot of money because this is a minimal effort port / remaster. And people love Tales of Symphonia, and maybe the people whose childhoods were Tales of Symphonia, which kind of includes me. Like, I loved Tales of Symphonia as a kid, but like, who are Nintendo people and maybe don't have PC or PlayStation or whatever, will want to buy this on the Switch now and replay it. I see that, but I'm just like, it's just such a shameless cash grab to me.
You bet it is. You bet it is.
Jesus Christ. It's like, we're just going to remaster Symphonia again, even though they've already
Hold
done
on.
it. Like,
I figured it out. Bandai Namco was really jealous that Bethesda got to do this to Skyrim a billion times. They're trying to catch up. So like, what can we remaster 50 times? And then somebody said Tales of Symphonia. People love the game. Easy to port. Let's port it. The executives were shaking their heads like, yeah, I think we can do this as much as Skyrim. I think we can do this. This could be ported more than Skyrim.
They've got to do it at least like 10 more times until they catch up to Skyrim.
They'll catch up. You'll see. They'll catch up. It's going to be on a GBA next. They're going to have to go back and find other platforms. Like, shit, we got to go backwards now. Quick, got to port it to the Game Boy Color. Okay. What is this? Lego Brick Tales, Disney Speedstorm, Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Oh. Okay, Spoon. And here we are. The epic moment of the Direct. Spoon. Hold on. This is pretty epic. Look. This is epic. See how there's some pictures? See those pictures? Pretty cool. Pretty cool pictures. Here's some more pictures. There's like a couple things surrounding it. Looks like 7. Oh, that must be the princess. Could be Zelda right there. Or maybe this is Zelda. But what's going on here? Oh, okay. We're opening big doors. And there we go. Okay. Look, there's some... Look!
Clouds.
Climbing.
Look, elevator.
Look,
climbing.
We're climbing again. Oh, nice. That was kind of cool, actually. And there it is. The Legend of Zelda... Tears of the Kingdom. Alright, Spoon. What do you think? You're gonna buy it, right?
I mean, probably. I mean, I know I wasn't the biggest fan of Breath of the Wild, but it's still a Zelda game, and I'm willing to give it another shot. Like,
they didn't give a release date, right?
They did.
5/12. There you go.
May 12th.
Yeah, that was a teaser trailer again. It looked like a teaser trailer to me.
Yeah, no,
there wasn't much to it.
It was another nothing burger. It was like, there was a lot of carvings and then like 10 seconds of just diving and climbing, and that was it.
I'm just like, you know what? I swear to God, like this is like the third teaser.
Yeah.
We did too many teasers. There's just too many teaser trailers. Give us a real trailer that isn't just like, here's the name. It's like, okay, great. You got anything else for us?
Yeah, this trailer was name and release date. That's what we got out of the trailer. The gameplay stuff was nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. Can I see a real trailer at some point? I just want to see a real trailer. Maybe with
probably
more.
Gonna have to wait until the next direct for that one.
Probably gonna be like December or
February.
February?
Usually it's February. Yeah.
I don't know, because I have no impressions of this right now. I just have none. Like it's a teaser trailer.
It looks like Breath of the. I mean, so far it looks like more Breath of the Wild.
It just looks the same. So yeah, it's like,
with
okay.
more like there's gonna be more diving and like gliding type stuff because there's like all those sky islands and stuff like that. But
yeah, I don't know. I don't have any other. It's just Breath of the Wild with some sky islands.
There's nothing to talk about because they didn't show
anything. There's nothing to say. Like it's just like, okay, great. It's Link running. Cool. I mean, I guess we could talk about the graphics.
It looks like Breath of the Wild.
It looks, pretty much the same.
Yeah, pretty much the same. Maybe slightly better. I don't know. It's been a while.
It doesn't look better. Yeah, it just looks the same.
It looks pretty much exactly the same to me.
It just looks the same. Except for this. This is like, what is with the gray colors here? What is going on with this?
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know what was going on there. I mean, it just looks the same. So there's really not much to say because it looks the same. So, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be different world, a little bit of aesthetic. It'd be interesting if it was the same world and it's like, oh wait, what if they do the you've been asleep for 200 years again? You've been asleep for a while.
Well, I mean,
wake up. If they do that, I'll probably just laugh. Like, you've been asleep again. You sleep a lot. Can't expect much from the great. Yeah, I mean, we can't. We're not going to. I'm not holding out any hope that it's going to look anything different than what it was before. I don't think there's going to be any graphical changes, to be honest with you. Boom. Yeah. And it's, obviously can't go to any other device, so.
I mean, the game, I don't know. But the first one looked pretty decent for a Switch game.
Yeah, it did.
Like,
it did look good for a Switch game.
I don't really have any gripes with the graphics, to be honest.
I don't. I'm just saying that I don't think it's going to improve.
It's not like Pokemon where I'm just going to complain incessantly about the graphics because I hate them. Like
Pokemon is like just like Pokemon needs to have better graphics. Pokemon makes more money than Zelda. It needs to have better graphics, and it's not even close either. Like Pokemon makes poop loads of money. There's way too much. Zelda's got their money over here, but Pokemon's like swimming in Mount Everest mountains of cash. So, okay. I mean, this was the end of the Direct, Spoon. So, good Direct, bad, okay.
Yeah, very good in my opinion. For me, started off really strong with Fire Emblem, Octopath, and Theatrhythm, and the Xenoblade 3 DLC. Middle was not great, but you had Pikmin in there, and then the end had the Breath of the Wild, obviously, and then the Rain Code or whatever, which I was interested in. So, I've got like 4 or 5 games in here that I'm really interested in. And a lot of the other games were farming games, so people who are interested in that, I'm sure, liked this Direct as well.
There was a lot. There was a lot in this Direct, so overall,
yeah, it was jam packed.
There was a lot of stuff.
No Advance Wars. Advance Wars is still MIA.
Honestly, I don't think Advance Wars is coming out for like. Advance Wars may get canceled.
No, I saw
it just might get canceled.
I saw something about it the other day where someone like tweeted at them or something, and they responded like they basically said we're not going to cancel it, but we'll share more information when we're ready to. Basically, it's like, yeah, they're not ready to release it yet. I guess they're still waiting on the word to to die down.
I just, and that's the thing is like, there's nothing to suggest that it's going to. So
yeah,
I mean, it's at this. I don't know. My opinion is you may as well just release it at this point. I understand they're trying to be sensitive. I get it. I think it was the right move at the time for certain to delay it. That being said, people are coming out with fucking Call of Duty. Like, I understand you're being sensitive. I get it, but you're also a video game. And Advance Wars, I do know that it there is some, for sure, some things that would definitely cause them to delay it, but just release it at this point. I just do it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think at the time it made sense to delay it, but we're about 6 months past that, and people aren't really. I know the war is still going on, but it's not really big in the media anymore. I think they would be safe releasing it at this point.
I think
basically sometime in the fall or early next year, I think would be a perfectly reasonable release for Advance Wars.
Yeah, I would just do it. Like, obviously they're not going to cancel it. I'm just joking, but yeah, I think they should just release it at this point. Just do it. I don't think. I don't know. Like, and if somebody complained, point to Call of Duty. It's like, okay, well, Call of Duty's coming out. Those are war games. Yeah. What do you mean? Call of Duty's coming out right now.
How many Russians have we killed in Call of Duty?
Yeah, exactly. It's like how many different factions have we murdered in Call of Duty? Like, give me a break. It's okay. It's at this point, Nintendo, you've said the right message already. You can just release it. It's okay. Call of Duty's coming out. If you think you're doing the wrong thing, Call of Duty's right there. Like, it's right there, man.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. That was all we had for the direct Spoon. Let's see. And I think that's it. Well, I want to say that's it for news, but that was pretty much the whole time we just spent on